personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so another prospect review video. I love doing these. So if you guys got any prospects, 10 fights or less, can't be above 10 fights. I gotta have 10 fights or less for me to talk about them, because that's what a prospect is to me, someone with 10 fights or less. Darius Fulghum, Darius Fulghum. He's a fighter that was unsigned for the longest, but like right before I decided I was gonna do a video about him, Golden Boy Promotions picked him up, and so now he's officially a Golden Boy Promotions fighter. And he's 8-0 with 8 knockouts right now. He's a prospect in the light heavyweight division. And I gotta tell you this, man. Darius has not boxed many rounds in the pros because the reality is fighters are not standing up to his power. He's hitting everything, knocking it out in sight. Right? So right now he's 8-0 with 8 knockouts. He's done everything right. He's knocked everybody over like some bowling pins. But to give you guys some background information on Darius Fulghum, let's talk about him. So Darius just signed the Golden Boy Promotions, as I recently stated. He's someone that's been fighting on a couple of Golden Boy Promotions cards and really, looking good in these fights. Got a nice frame on him for a light heavyweight. Punches very well to the body, punches very well to the head, has above average speed. He looks the part of someone that's going to be a factor in this light heavyweight division. Funny enough, right now, Darius probably doesn't even remember this. All right, and at the time when I met him, I didn't even know who really Darius Fulghum was. So it was kind of funny. I went to Salah's gym in 2021, and I was there to watch Joe Joyce spar. And I was just there getting content, and Joe Joyce was there sparring. Joe Joyce sparred another heavyweight named Zach Spiller. Shout out to my guy Zach. I got to make a video about him soon. Zach Spiller and Joyce were there sparring, and Darius Fulghum was there that day. I met him that day, and didn't really say a whole lot to him, but I remember seeing him. And then later on, when I started seeing him fight, I said, "Oh, that's the guy from Salah's gym." And then I come to find out he was a pretty damn good fighter, right? Now, as an amateur fighter, he beat some good names that if you guys are really up in your boxing, you'll know at least one of these names. Now, in the amateurs, he defeated Najee Lopez, who signed to Pro Box TV. Very good fighter, a guy that I think has a chance to really become a world champion, who's a top flight, upper echelon talent in the sport. Good one to have on your resume if you're a light heavyweight who's fighting at that time, against someone like Najee Lopez, because some of the same things Darius can do, Najee can do. Najee can box. Najee's a boxer puncher. Najee's got that shit you can't teach, right? He beat him, and then he beat Jamar Talley. Jamar Talley hasn't turned pro yet, but Jamar Talley is in the USA boxing pipeline. He's right now probably in the qualifiers for the Olympic trials out there in Chile, but another really good fighter around those weights in the amateurs, and Darius beat him as well. So well-schooled as an amateur. Darius won the National Golden Gloves at heavyweight, despite heavyweight not even being his natural weight class. So that touch right there. If you can move up in weight and be the guy at that weight, whether it be in the pros or the amateurs, what that tells me is, despite the size discrepancy you may face while fighting your opponents, you had the skills that pay the bills, right? And, he also got a degree. He has a degree. Yes, he's not just limited to the parameters and the confines of boxing. He got a degree from Prairie View A&M University. So the guy is multifaceted. He's not a one-trick pony, right? Good for him, right? But now he said he's focused on boxing, and he's looking to make some waves in the light heavyweight division. And listen, the light heavyweight division really needs someone to, Bivol and Beterbiev ain't gonna be here forever, and shit, they may never fight each other. So if you're looking towards the future of the light heavyweight division, this might be someone that could make some waves, especially now when you factor in that he's got a big promoter behind him, like the fine folks at Golden Boy Promotions. Now let's look right now. As it stands right now, Darius is not, obviously, he's not going to be in any of the sanctioning body rankings because he's a prospect. But if you look at the BoxRec rankings, he's number 71 in the world, so he's already pretty damn high for a guy that's a prospect with 8 fights. And when you look in and around some of the guys who are ranked around him in them rankings, you got like Shakan Pitters at 60. He's made a lot of waves from the British level. He's an experienced fighter, over 20 fights. You got him. You got Shakan Pitters at 60. You got Azhar Hovhannisyan's brother, Artush Hovhannisyan, who's got like 4 fights that people say a lot of good things about. If you go even further up the rankings to the next page, he's almost on the first page of the light heavyweight rankings. That's crazy already. But if you go a little bit further more, you got Dante Benjamin at 48. I don't think Top Rank's going to let Dante Benjamin fight him. Ronald Gavril's 37. I mean, look, I think Darius is very good. I just think Darius needs some rounds. Before he steps up to fight like a Ronald Gavril type opponent, which I think he could beat right now. But I would like Darius to get some rounds. It's going to be very hard to find an opponent to give him rounds because the kid's got real punching power, and he knows how to place his shots, and he's very good about doing all that. So listen, he's already up there. Like, believe it or not, he's already up there. It's to the point because light heavyweight is not a very deep division. I mean, it's very top heavy with guys like Beterbiev and Bivol, but it's not a very deep division. There's not a lot of depth once you get past Beterbiev and Bivol and guys like that. So it's very likely. It's very possible if the right fight, just as long as Golden Boy keeps him active and there's no funny business with moving him slowly. If they move him at the right pace, at this time next year, I'm talking about October of 2024, Darius Fulgham may already be a top 15 ranked light heavyweight, and he may be, towards the end of that next year, we're talking about him maybe fighting for a world title in early 2025. That's the kind of level and the progression he's seeing in the pros. Obviously, there's still certain types of fights he needs to take before he's ready for a light heavyweight title, but I don't think it's going to be long. I legitimately think Darius Fulgham has a kind of punching power in the frame and the athleticism and the amateur experience and everything, all the attributes to be a guy that wins a world title before his 15th pro fight. That's what I think. And with the way it's going, he's going to get that chance to do what I'm talking about. So that's my take on Darius Fulgham. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you've watched him fight, what do you think? And how far do you think he can go? I definitely think he's got the potential to be the light heavyweight champion of the world. Just because light heavyweight's a thin division. It's also the fact that he's got fight changing punching power, and also he's someone that I genuinely feel and I genuinely believe when it's all said and done, he's got the right people behind him. And ultimately sometimes boxing is not even about how good you are. You just gotta have the right people behind you too. And Golden Boy is one of the power brokers of the sport. So I'm gonna leave it at that. That's my prospect review on Darius Fulgham. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think about Darius? And like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.